One of the coldest regions of the country is the home of one of the hottest teams in college baseball. Today, the 23-5 Northeastern Huskies get back to CAA play as they take on the Delaware Blue Hens in Brookline. Thanks for joining us on what is a breezy day here at Friedman Diamond alongside Milton Posner. I'm Joe Weil. Northeastern is 11-1 over their last 12 games, and Milton, the Huskies are top 10 in the country in ERA, but they can swing the bat too.
2-2 pitch. Ripped up the middle and through for a base hit. Crossan comes in to score. Beckstein rounding third, coming to the plate. The throw is cut off. It's a two-run single for Teddy Baudet on senior day. And we're tied at 2 in the second. 1-2. Driven high and deep to left field. Olsen looks up. This ball's gone into the Northeastern bullpen. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's the ball game. Avon Cabral, the freshman, with a complete game shutout against one of the best offenses in the CAA. 1-2. Lifted deep down the left field line. Feinberg chases after it and makes a sliding catch in foul territory. That's ripped fair down the left field line. Another extra base hit for the Huskies. Feinberg comes in to score. Muzakia at second with an RBI double. The fourth extra base hit of the inning for Northeastern. They played their 5th run, and it's now a 6-0 lead. Bottom of the 3rd inning from Friedman Diamond. It's a 1-0 advantage for the Huskies. Danny Crossan is on deck. Mike Sirota first up in this frame. What a season for Danny Crossan. Hits in 26 of 28. He laid down a sac bunt in the 1st inning because this guy got on base and he smacks it into left center field. It drops in and rolls toward the warning track. Sirota second, now chugging for 3rd, and he slides in safely with a leadoff triple.
He smashes this ball into the left center field gap, hits it so hard it's going to split the outfielders. There's also a little bit of a misplay out in left field by Amado. He had a little trouble getting the ball in his glove, and that allows Sirota to get in easily without a bang-bang throw coming in. What a way to start the inning now. If you're Northeastern, you don't have to worry about moving a runner into scoring position at all. Danny Crossan's bat can be used productively here to try to swing away and bring a run in.
Crossan takes a strike at the knees. For Sirota, that is his 2nd triple of the year. They do rule it a triple despite the bobble out there in left center. 0-1. And it's a sweeper that ends up hitting Crossan. So the Huskies have runners at the corners with nobody out. And in steps Tyler McGregor, who came into today on a 12-game hitting streak in which he was 24 for 48. 0 for 1 today, a bounce out to second.
There's another look, and this is the 2nd time this has happened with Welsh today. He's come in on a breaking ball. It happened earlier in the game to Feinberg. Only 6 total now on the season hit batters, so 2 of them this afternoon, kind of a little uncharacteristic of him. Northeastern set up here, though, early. We'll see if they get tricky on the base path with Crossan.
A sweeper works this time. It catches the inside corner. McGregor won an Ivy League title with Columbia, then transferred into this Huskies program. He smacks it foul, 3rd base way.
Yeah, McGregor, I mentioned earlier, hit .329 for his career. But here's maybe the most important and most impressive stat. 41 total RBIs during his career there. He has 30 this season alone with Northeastern in his grad season. And 9 home runs as well.
Skied into right center field. This should be deep enough to bring home a run. Dunyan makes the catch in right center. Sirota tags from 3rd, comes in to score, and it's a 2-0 lead now for the Huskies. Sacrifice fly for Tyler McGregor. He picks up RBI number 31 in the year.
That's a great piece of hitting by McGregor, knowing that he doesn't have to drive a ball out of the park or over a fence or even necessarily into a gap to get a run in. Crossan obviously has to stay put at first, so maybe a little bit more productive at bat for McGregor would have liked, but he still gets his 31st RBI, and Northeastern takes a 2-0 lead.
Tossed to first. Crossan gets back in there. The Huskies lead the CAA in stolen bases.
It's a right-hander throwing in the bullpen for Delaware.
That's on the inside corner for a strike. Lane hit an RBI double his first time up. Smacked it down the right field line on the ground. Tossed to first, and again Crossan gets back in there safely.
Yeah, Lane did a good job of hitting a ball right inside that first baseline and to a spot in the field where you really, if you hit the ball there, it's hard to get the ball back in quickly. And
runner goes. The pitch is lined into left face hit. Crossan off and running, still has to put the brakes on at second as that ball was ripped into left by Lane, but he's now 2 for 2, and the Huskies have runners at first and second with 1 out.
Great piece of hitting. Alex Lane 2 for 2 already today, and a solid hit and run situation there. Of course, he hit it so hard, as you mentioned, Joe. Motto was able to get it back in quickly. Crossan made the right choice, turned around, head back to second base, but Welch in a tough predicament here. Another good hitter coming up, though he was able to strike out Maldonado the first time, but still nobody out here.
Toss to second. Crossan's back in. The Huskies as a team, 69 of 85 in stolen base attempts. So they're always a threat on the base paths. And you look up and down the lineup, the guy at the plate, Maldonado, he's 13 for 13 in stolen base attempts this year.
Yeah, they're first in the CAA in both steals and attempts.
That's ripped into left center field. That drops in for a base hit and rolls all the way to the wall. Crossan comes in to score. Here comes Lane. The relay throw is not in time. It's a 2-run double for Cam Maldonado, and the Huskies have a 4-0 lead.
Oh, the Huskies are raking today so far. Maldonado smashes another one into the gap. Right out of the box. He's thinking 2 and 2 RBIs as well. Both runners able to come around to score. Lane all the way from first. A nice 3 spot already here in the 3rd inning for Northeastern. That warming in the Delaware bullpen might start to get a little bit more hectic and intense.
Here's Feinberg, bunt shown, and that's a strike. So Maldonado picks up RBIs number 16 and 17 on that 2-run double. It's his 4th 2-bagger of the year. So 3 runs home already in the frame, and there's a strike.
Maldonado might be an example of a guy who, they just need to get his bat in the lineup coming in as a freshman. He was the number 2 overall shortstop in Connecticut last year by perfectgame.com and played at Hamden Hall Country Day School. Obviously has found his way into the lineup as an outfielder here. He was playing center field for a couple games as well when Sirota missed them. But you're going to hit like that, Coach Clavin will find a way to get you in the lineup every day. He's batting 5th now, too.
He brings average, he brings power, he brings speed. That's lifted into right center field. That drops in for a base hit, and this trickles toward the warning track. It's finally picked up by Dunyan, but off to the races is Feinberg as he's in there with a stand-up RBI triple. The Huskies going to work offensively here in the 3rd. It's now a 5-0 lead.